everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be reviewing the 2012 movie Brave. So, this movie is directed by Brenda Chapman and Mark Andrews, and in this movie, Brave is set in the mystical Scottish Highlands, where Merida is the princess of a kingdom ruled by King Fergus and Queen Eleanor. An unruly daughter and an accomplished archer, Merida one day defies the sacred custom of the land and inadvertently brings turmoil to the kingdom. In an attempt to set things right, Merida seeks out an eccentric old wise woman and is granted an ill-fated wish. Also figuring into Merida's quest and serving as a comic relief are the kingdom's three lords: the enormous Lord MacGuffin, the surly Lord Macintosh, and the disagreeable Lord Dingwell. So before I get into my part, I'm going to let Big D do his part. So go ahead and take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D here, and I'm about to do another collab with Ogre Boy. This time, it's going to be Brave from 2012, which I actually did a review of last year on my own channel, Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Now, of course, if you haven't seen my review of it, if you are a subscriber to my channel and you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out. Anyway, I'm going to say this is a pretty good film and what have you, even though considering I said it wasn't one of Pixar's best. Now, first of all, I like the story and what have you, and the character Princess Merida, who is voiced by Kelly MacDonald. She does an exceptionally good job on voicing this character. We also have a really good voice acting cast that includes Billy Connolly, as well as some people we recently saw in the Harry Potter franchise, like Emma Thompson, Julie Walters, and the late Robbie Coltrane as well. There's also lots of other voice actors, including, let's see, Billy Connolly, Kevin McKidd, Craig Ferguson, and Steve Purcell, plus John Ratzenberger, who's certainly no stranger to working with Pixar. Now, I really liked this film when I first watched it on Disney Plus a few years back, and I'm going to say it is a good film and what have you. I also like the score for this film, which was composed by Patrick Doyle. Another thing that I liked about Brave was its atmosphere and what have you. I really liked how much it took, how much of what the place it took and what have you. Well, you know, where it was set. You know. Another thing about this is, while despite Disney considers Maria to be one of their princesses, even though Pixar was involved in this, that was kind of a little bit of a downside, but not for the film though, just for that character and what have you. But I've come to accept the fact that they wanted her as a Disney princess, you know. But nevertheless, I liked the film for what it had to offer. The action, the atmosphere, the adventure, its great score, and great voice acting cast. I think Brave is good, even though it's not one of Pixar's best by a long shot. However, I am going to say it was still a very good film. Well, they have been talking about a sequel, but I don't know if that would ever happen. But it's a possibility, though. Another thing is, I'm really happy to see that Disney and Pixar took a chance and, well, made a film with a female protagonist in Merida, and I thought that was very good, too. So with everything said, Brave is definitely a very good film, and I think it's worth looking into, definitely. It's got great characters, great cast, great score, great atmosphere, etc., 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 etc. So as always, thank you for making me a part of this, Ogre Boy. I look forward to climbing with you on the next Pixar film. And I know what it could be, you know. So until next time, this is the Big D saying, see ya.
Thank you, Big D. As always, it's great to have you on here. And I agree, this movie is pretty good. I really enjoy Brave quite a bit. As I wouldn't say one of my favorite Pixar movies. It's definitely not one of my most favorites. I don't think I'd say it's a weak movie either, though. Everything is just kind of a middle of the road one, kind of like A Bug's Life. I really enjoy it when I watch it, but it's just not one of my most favorites or my go-to Pixar movie, but I do really enjoy it quite a bit. I think Merida is a really lovable main character. And she's feisty and rebellious and stuff, kind of like Ariel, but in a totally different sense than Ariel. Like, their sense of rebellion is different from one another, but I think that they did a good job with Merida and stuff, and like the animation on her hair just looks, it still blows me away how real her hair looks and everything. Every time I watch this movie, it's like, man, you can tell half of the budget went just into her hair. But I think she's great, and I think the supporting characters are great too. You got Queen Eleanor, who is really great. Her relationship with Merida carries most of the movie, and she's really good too and everything. And I think King Fergus is my favorite character in the whole movie, probably, aside from Merida. He's just really a lovable, goofy Disney dad, but he's really funny, and Billy Connolly just does an excellent job doing his voice. And I think the whole voice cast is great too. Kelly MacDonald as Merida is great, and you also have Emma Thompson is Queen Eleanor, and they're great. All of them work really good together. They have great chemistry and stuff, if that makes sense, which these Pixar movies know how to do that. They get casts that work really good together for an animated movie, and this one's no exception. I think that they're all great. Now I love like the story too. Like, I think it has a really good story. I love like the mystical setting and the stuff with the witch and everything that turns her mom into a bear and stuff. And when I saw this movie for the first time and her mom turned into the bear, I was like totally shocked that was where they went with the movie, because I was expecting something totally different and everything. And the trailers really did not do this movie justice and stuff. But I think that it turned out really good. It took a lot of unexpected turns that I didn't expect and really enjoyed it. And it is a little bit formulaic. You kind of have seen movies like this before, where a parent gets turned into an animal or something like that. It's not really a new concept and everything, where just like a character gets turned into an animal and by the end they turn back and their relationship with their loved one is better and stuff. Or it kind of also reminds me of Freaky Friday a little bit, except with she turns into a bear instead of switching bodies with her daughter and stuff. But it's just movies like that and everything. It's not necessarily a new story, but it's really well done and everything. And it's an interesting new take and everything. I love the setting and stuff. It's just got some beautiful animation too. Like, the background animation is great too, and it holds up really well. Like, and this movie's only 11 years old though, so it's not really gonna not age that much and everything. But it's great. I think Patrick Doyle's score is awesome. It fits the movie really well, and really, it's just great and everything. So I think this movie has a lot of heart and everything, and it does have quite a bit of emotional moments too. Not a whole lot, but I mean quite a bit and stuff, especially when Merida thinks her mom's about to die and stuff, and the big climax is pretty well done and stuff. So I like a lot of the stuff that they did with that. I don't think it's as emotional as some of Pixar's other movies or anything. I don't think it has the same depth as some of them, but it's still really well done and everything. And I thought Mordu was a pretty interesting villain. I wish I would have done a little bit more, maybe gone more into the backstory, which I know there is an animated short that goes more into it and stuff. I would have liked to see more with him, but for what we got, I think it was good. And all in all, I think this is a pretty fun movie. Like I said, it's not one of the most original Pixar movies. Like I said, the concept and stuff isn't really that original and stuff. They did their own unique Pixar spin on it, but it's not really anything super surprising or anything like that. But yeah, so all in all, I think Brave is a really good movie. It's not, like I said, one of my most favorites, but it's good enough. So I'd give it an 8 out of 10. So anyway, thank you, Big D, again for joining me on this video. It was great to have you on here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.